Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. We're diving into a really fascinating, almost paradoxical market environment today, August 17th, 2026. Right now, the US stock market is experiencing what we call a melt-up, and it's happening alongside incredibly low volatility. It's like the traditional rules are bending right before our eyes. Beneath the calm, quiet surface of the major indices, there's a fierce rotation of capital going on. If you're trying to figure out where the market is heading next, getting a grip on the underlying technicals of this specific moment is absolutely crucial. So we're going to break down exactly what the data and the charts are telling us right now.
Okay, let's dive into this. We are taking a top-down approach today. First, we'll cover the market melt-up overview, analyze the sector rotation, break down the Nasdaq index technicals, zoom into SMCI and MU chart patterns, and finally, lay out some actionable strategies for upcoming volatility.
All right, starting with Section 1, Market Melt-Up Overview.
To really understand a melt-up, we've got to follow the money. Where is the capital flowing and why? Well, the semiconductor and AI infrastructure space is just continuing its massive dominance, entirely driven by incredibly strong earnings. I mean, look at Anthropic posting a staggering $11.5 billion in Q2 revenue. That one number alone is single-handedly locking in the medium to long-term certainty for AI model development and data center capex. But here's the real wild card you should take away from this: industrials. Thanks to some super resilient macro data signaling a true economic soft landing, funds are actually spilling over from those crowded mega-cap tech stocks, unexpectedly pushing industrials right into the top 5 weighted performers of the S&P 500. Crazy, right? Meanwhile, financials and healthcare are seeing really steady inflows, basically acting as defensive cyclical anchors for investors prepping for any sudden turbulence.
Moving right along to Section 2, Analyzing Sector Rotation. When we peek under the hood to see where the smart money is actually moving beneath this broad rally, the contrast is just night and day. Look at the winners. We're seeing massive, heavy institutional accumulation in concrete, hardcore technology. Think storage chips and AI servers. Honestly, the market is just tired of empty promises. Investors are pouring billions into companies that are actually delivering eye-popping financial reports and huge order volumes. We're also seeing huge inflows into the XLI Industrials ETF. This is a classic high-to-low capital switch, laying the groundwork for a traditional cyclical rotation. We've even got long-term sovereign wealth and pension funds bottom-fishing core tech pillars like NVIDIA and Amazon. But on the flip side, the losers are really feeling the pain. Funds are actively abandoning overvalued SaaS software companies because their earnings just haven't justified those sky-high multiples, along with consumer staples.
Let's shift gears to Section 3, Nasdaq Index Technical Breakdown. Time to put on our detective hats.
Before we get into the weeds of the Nasdaq, we absolutely have to talk about this massive number, 7,800. The S&P 500 is currently inching toward the historic 7,800 point level. So, why is this a big deal? Because as it creeps up to this high, we run a huge risk of triggering an overbought condition on the RSI, the Relative Strength Index. An RSI pushing above 70 basically screams that this rally is running incredibly hot. That creates a highly pressurized setup where a short-term technical correction becomes way more likely. And that sets the perfect stage for our deep dive into the Nasdaq charts to see if this tech-heavy index can actually hold the line.
Looking at the daily view for the Nasdaq Composite, you can really see that underlying pressure we just talked about. But check out the 20-day moving average. As long as the index doesn't break below this vital MA20 lifeline, the medium-term bullish trend is entirely intact. And here's the good news. Market breadth is actually improving. That means this rally isn't just propped up by 2 or 3 mega-cap stocks anymore. This healthy rotation gives the current trend true medium-term sustainability, so it's not just a flash in the pan.
Zooming into the 1-hour chart, the picture definitely gets a bit more intense. You can clearly see a much tighter tug-of-war happening between buyers and sellers. Intraday volatility is actively testing those moving average clusters. It's a constant, rapid battle to establish a new value center. The index is holding its ground, but the compressed Bollinger Bands, which track price volatility, are practically screaming that a decisive, explosive move in either direction is brewing right now.
And man, when you look at the hyper-local 15-minute view, it is frantic. Traders are aggressively, nervously jockeying for position. Why the sudden anxiety? Well, because we are literally just days away from the Federal Reserve's Jackson Hole Global Central Bank annual meeting. The market is hypersensitive right now to any impending macro data, like PMI or jobless claims, that might drop before the summit. This microscopic 15-minute chart perfectly captures the sheer urgency of institutional money trying to lock in profits before those policy expectations hit the fan.
All right, Section 4, SMCI and MU chart patterns. Let's see how all this broad index action translates to the absolute market leaders.
Imagine securing a $60 billion order backlog in a single quarter. No, really, think about that. This is the unprecedented historic reality for supermicrocomputer or SMCI. When a company's fundamentals are this aggressively strong, its stock price tends to just completely defy gravity.
Now, what's really interesting here is comparing how these two absolute juggernauts are moving. SMCI's daily chart shows a textbook gap-up breakout. Fueled by that $60 billion order book, the price instantly leaped up, establishing a completely new, much higher value consensus. Meanwhile, Micron Technology, MU, surged roughly 6% today. Micron is riding this massive wave driven by the high-bandwidth memory supercycle that's absolutely required for AI data centers. Their chart is showing a beautiful volume price rise, just smashing right through short-term resistance.
Getting a bit closer to Micron on the 1-hour chart, the technicals are basically textbook bullish. The moving averages are lining up in a perfect long arrangement. Institutions are clearly, undeniably accumulating shares here, reflecting a huge certainty premium on the memory chip cycle. If this momentum keeps up and triggers a daily MACD golden cross, which is where short-term momentum powerfully crosses above long-term momentum, the upward trend for Micron is going to become exceptionally clear.
Dropping down to the 15-minute chart for SMCI, we're seeing something that technical experts playfully call a Lingbo Weibo pattern. It's named after a martial arts move known for incredibly nimble footwork. It is essentially a hyper-resilient consolidation. Even with all the intraday turbulence, notice how the price absolutely refuses to drop below the bottom edge of that massive earlier gap. As long as this short-term consolidation holds above that gap, SMCI is showcasing just incredible structural strength. The bears are definitely trying to push it down, but the sheer volume of industrial and quantitative capital is just absorbing every single hit.
Finally, Section 5, Strategies for Upcoming Volatility. Let's pull all this data together into a concrete, actionable playbook.
If you're looking to safely enter these hardcore tech stocks during market pullbacks, you need a disciplined system. No guessing. We recommend the highly specific J-value bottom testing method. It's 3 steps. Step 1. Patiently wait for the KDJ momentum indicator's J-value to drop below 30. That signals the asset is officially in oversold territory. Step 2. Do not buy blindly just because it's oversold. You have to confirm the stock has found solid support at a long-term moving average, specifically the MA50. And Step 3. Once and only once that support is confirmed, you enter your position. This filters out all the intraday noise and protects your capital from catching a falling knife. So, the crucial point is figuring out your personal risk appetite right now. If you're an aggressive investor focused on right-side trading, you want to track Bollinger Band expansions. Look for that upward opening. When high-momentum leaders like MU or SMCI dip to touch the 5 or 10-day moving average on shrinking volume, boom, that's your entry point. But you've got to be ruthless with your discipline. If the daily candle drops below the midpoint of a recent massive bullish candle, or if the MACD forms a death cross at the highs, you execute a strict unconditional stop loss. Do not fall in love with the stock. Now, if you are a conservative investor, simply don't chase these overbought tech highs. Pivot your focus over to the steadily rising industrials and financial sectors we talked about earlier, and most importantly, hold a cash position of about 50 to 60%. You are absolutely going to want that grounded liquidity to act as a buffer against any macro shocks coming out of Jackson Hole.
The data is clear, the technicals are drawn, and the catalysts are literally right around the corner. So I'll leave you with this to ponder. With the Jackson Hole meeting looming large over the market, is your portfolio positioned to ride this melt-up higher? Or do you actually have the cash and defensive plays ready to survive a sudden technical correction? Take a really hard look at your charts today and trade with discipline. Thanks for joining this explainer, and we'll catch you next time.